Well, hey everybody, and welcome to Adair Homes open house of the Cashmere floor plan. We are going to get going here in just about another 1 to 2 minutes. We're just going to make sure that everybody has a chance to join who wants to be a part, and then we'll kick it off in just a minute or two. Hang with us. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started. First of all, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us today. We really sincerely do appreciate it. We know everybody's schedule is pretty busy, so for you to carve out time to hang out with us today, we really do appreciate it. Just by way of introductions, my name is Charlie Tarrin. I'm one of the homeownership counselors here at Adair Homes. And I am joined by my good friend and colleague, Joe Becerra, who is also another HOC or home ownership counselor here with us today. He is going to kind of co-host with me and help us field questions and just make sure that we help make everybody feel right at home and give you as much information as possible. We want to talk a little bit about just who we are as a company, how we might be a good fit for what you want to do and accomplishing the build of what could be your dream home. Today, we're going to be focusing on a virtual open house of the Cashmere floor plan. The Cashmere is truly a beautiful, incredible 3,120 square foot single-story home. It has been one of the most popular floor plans with Adair Homes for quite a while now. And we are going to look at it in a couple of different phases. First, we're going to start with just taking a glance at it from our website. We're going to talk with you about a couple of things that might be helpful to you as you try to navigate our website that might help provide more information. We're going to look closely at the floor plan itself. We're going to look at the homeowner's specific design or modifications, which they did do, made a few modifications to personalize their home. And we're going to compare and contrast those two. And then we do have a virtual tour video, which is really helpful to walk through. At the end of that time, we will, as time permits, we'll have a Q&A. We're certainly going to try to field as many questions as possible. And again, just be a resource for you. From there, we encourage you to reach out to us. We'd love to meet with you personally if that's possible and go more in depth about your personal build. To start with, let's just go to the floor plan, or I'm sorry, to our website itself. And we're just going to take a look at the Cashmere plan on the website. One of the things that's important to note is you do have the opportunity to customize your particular build area. And you'll see right here at the top, you can choose which location that you're in. This currently actually says Southwest Washington. It should be the North Willamette Valley, which is where my office is. But we have about 20 different offices in 5 states, and so you can customize that to your area. As we look at the Cashmere floor plan, it's going to start out with the pictures of the plan itself. You're going to see some pricing, some specs on the plan, a general layout of the floor plan, and then as you scroll down, you'll also see the various options, what we would call the elevation, which is simply just the exterior of the home, and the different configurations or elevation exteriors that the Cashmere comes in. It starts out in the Traditions exterior. It goes up to the Signature. For the particular specific virtual open house we'll be focusing on today, the homeowner elected to go with the Signature exterior, so that will be the look that you'll see. However, it also comes in what we call the Impressions, which has a hipped roof, and then of course our Craftsman series. We do always like to point out that while all of our floor plans come in a variety of different exteriors, the interior finishes of the home always remain the same. So you end up with the opportunity to personalize your home exactly how you want it. We would highly encourage you to spend a moment or two of taking a look at some of the standard features, things that are included in the base price of the home. Adair Homes really puts a lot of focus and attention to detail in the core products of your home. We want to make sure that you have the absolute best siding possible. We use James Hardie, what's come to be known as Hardie Plank Gold Series siding. Geldwin dual pane, low E windows, some of the highest R values of insulation in the home. An architectural composite roof with a limited lifetime warranty, PEX plumbing, Shaw floors, Moen plumbing fixtures. Of course, your home comes with a full furnace and heat pump HVAC system. You can go gas or electric on that. And we include a basic appliance package in the home. Recently, Adair Homes has also added interior and exterior paint, dry down service, and debris removal and cleanup of the home, all included in the base price of every one of our homes. So it's important to note, we don't want to spend too much time on that. I know everybody's eager to kind of see the virtual tour itself, but we do just want to give you a quick overview of some of the standard features that are included in the home itself. We want to also just kind of transition for just a moment to the Cashmere plan itself. And we don't want to spend too much time on this, but I would like to highlight just a few things regarding the Cashmere plan, why it's been so popular, and what some of the key features are. It shows a number of different things on this plan that are key. First of all, again, 3,120 square feet of a single story home. It does have a side load garage and a really ample garage as well. A beautiful entry and kind of foyer area. It does have a dining room space, but a fairly informal and very open dining room. Has a massive great room, beautiful nook area, a huge kitchen island. And then one of the things that is always a standout feature for this particular home is a beautiful, ample pantry area, 4-shelf pantry, and we'll see that in more detail in the virtual tour. Huge primary suite, 2 walk-in closets. It does have a full den, 3 more bedrooms. Again, a large mudroom right off the garage, mudroom utility room. So it truly is a beautiful home. I want to just point out a couple things that the homeowner elected to do, and this is actually their layout of this plan, and they did make a handful of modifications. One of them is they bumped out the master suite, or what we're calling the primary suite, another 4 feet. And to that, then they added a sliding glass door that walks onto the covered patio. They elected to add the covered patio option. They did do more recessed lighting and ceiling fans throughout. But one of the major things that they did is they actually eliminated bedroom number 3 and then turned that into a large shop space. To that, they added a 3rd bay garage connected to the standard garage. So they do have a lot of garage and storage space throughout this home. That was really important to them. This really is their forever home, and so having that additional storage space was key. You'll also notice that the bedrooms 2 and 3, and I'm sorry, the shop space was the 4th bedroom, but in bedrooms 2 and 3, and we'll just scroll back, it was actually a bonus room and bedroom 2 here. They converted the bonus room into another bedroom with a large walk-in closet and then changed the bathroom configuration kind of a Jack and Jill sort of bathroom with access on either side. And again, we'll see that as we walk through the video. They did a handful of custom options in this home, actually a fair amount. Added cabinetry in the utility room, what we would call the enhanced utility room package. 9-foot ceilings plus the vault. So it really does give a very open feel, especially to that great room area. Some, again, custom options like the bump out to the master suite, the reconfiguration of the bonus room. Granite countertops, hardwood floors, tile in the bathrooms. They did their own appliances. So we did the appliance credit. They added some appliances, and then tile showers, etc. And we'll get to see a lot of that. One of the key things that was a customization, they have a large RV and wanted an RV garage. And so the RV garage, if memory serves, is about 18 feet tall and 32 feet deep. Put some skylights in there as well, and you'll see that on the video too. Currently, pricing for this home, for those of you who might be curious as to what this home costs, base price is $401,000. They had standard options coming somewhere in the neighborhood of $250,000, and custom options at about $163,000. So grand total, they were about $814,000. But it is key to point out that they elected to go with our advanced site services, what used to be referred to as our turnkey program. They went with the advanced site services, which covered their excavation, exterior concrete, all of that site prep, temp power, cleanup, all of those things, again, debris removal, all of those things Adair just handled for them, and you can certainly elect to choose that as well. All right, Joe, so far, any questions we should touch on, or should we just kind of shift into video mode?
I think we'll just go into the video and just encourage everybody to ask a lot of questions. At the bottom, there is a Q&A button, and that's what you hit, and you submit your questions. We may take some questions throughout the video as Charlie's giving the tour, but then after he gives it the tour the first time through, we'll kind of run it back as a background so everybody can see it again and turn that into more of a Q&A there.
All right, so with that, we will show the video. I am going to do a bit of a stop start, so we'll pause it occasionally just to describe some of the key things in the home, and then we will go from there. All right, here we go. And just by the way, I did want to point out again, that is the signature exterior for this particular home. And this is just the den. Den is right off the main entryway. One of the things that I would like to point out is that these homeowners elected to go with our Craftsman trim, Craftsman millwork, and you'll see that around the base molding, doors, and windows. So they went with a cased window in the Craftsman trim, and you're also seeing hardwood floors. These folks actually elected to have a wood stove installed. Many people ask about that. They did that after taking occupancy of the home, and word has it they really enjoy that.
Hey, Charlie.
Yeah.
We do have a question from Katie.
Yeah.
She really liked that den, and she's wondering if the glass doors come with that den.
They do. It's a double French door, and that is standard for this floor plan. Quite honestly, I can't remember if they needed to be converted. I think the standard is double doors, but they would be our standard 6-panel door. and we just elected to bump those up to the glass doors, which is a fairly minor cost in the grand scheme.
Okay, thanks for the question, Katie.
So if I remember correctly, the island typically is open on the great room side and does allow for a seating area and bar stools. For these particular homeowners, that was not as important as having more cabinet space and more storage space. So they simply wanted to have more drawers and cabinets. They did do their own appliances, and that simply means that they let us know the dimensions of their appliances that they wanted, and we built the cabinets accordingly. When we get to do a little more close-up of the kitchen, you will see a wine fridge and the island and all that, so we'll get there in a minute.
Hey, Charlie, we do have a couple of questions, I think, based on the video here.
Yeah.
The question is from Clyde. What is the approximate price difference between paint grade trim doors and stain grade trim door?
Great question, Clyde, and that's coming up. That question is coming up more often. As you might imagine, the pricing will differ depending on floor plans. We have plans as small as 1,200 square feet and as large as 3,500. So the total for that is going to be dependent on the plan itself. That is not a standard option. It is a custom option. So it will depend on exactly what kind of door that you want. And I would simply just encourage you to call your local branch, talk about which floor plan that you want, what type of door, and we can certainly work on getting you the pricing for that custom option.
Thanks, Charlie. And then Randy would like to know, is that wall into the dining room, can it be eliminated?
It can be, yep. And I'm not sure, I'm definitely no drafter. I don't know if we need to beef up a structural beam or something like that, but that corner post for the dining room can be eliminated and that can be opened up. Good question.
Great. And just to let everybody know, please keep submitting questions. We will answer some as we're going, but then afterwards we'll probably get to all of them. Oh, we can get to all of them, time permitting, and if everybody can stay on after we run it through the second time. But please keep sending in the questions. We love that. Thank you.
There's the wine fridge. You'll see a drop-in cooktop, a specialized high CFM range hood that they put in. And this is one of the tile options, and the granite options that we have, tile for the backsplash, granite for the counters. This is a shaker door style for cabinetry, one of many options. They did add a skylight in the half bath. We often hear how much people like the fact that our homes are very open and have a lot of light, and some people want even more, and so we do have skylights as an option.
Hey, Charlie, and then Katie was asking, can you do customizations to the cabinets?
I'm sorry, Joe, say that again.
Can you do customizations to the cabinets?
Yeah, absolutely. We have folks that have made all kinds of customizations to cabinets. And actually, when we get to the master bath, there's another slight customization that the homeowner made. Absolutely can do that.
Thank you.
This is the master bath here. And you can see that, again, speaking of customization, some of those were made. This is the glass surround for the shower. We did the tile work. The homeowner did have the glass work done at a later date. They wanted, they really didn't want a medicine cabinet, but they wanted a cabinet that was on top of the counters. That's not a standard option for Adair homes, but certainly something that our cabinet company can accommodate, and you'll see that as we keep going here.
Hey, Charlie, and then Randy would like to know if air conditioning is standard. Do you want to talk a little bit about what comes standard there?
Yeah, Randy, great question. Adair Homes includes a fully ducted forced air furnace and heat pump option, or ducted HVAC system. HVAC, for those who don't know, simply stands for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. That is included as standard in all of our homes. And you're allowed to do a selection, your choice, of what configuration of HVAC that you like. So if you have natural gas to your property and you would like a natural gas furnace, that's combined with an air conditioner. If you would prefer to go with an electric furnace, we combine that typically with a heat pump, which is an exceptionally efficient heating and cooling unit. But all of our homes come fully equipped with heating and cooling. And again, that's in the base price of the home. We're entering into the master suite. Remember that for this particular build, the master suite was bumped out another 4 feet, and a sliding glass door was added to access the back patio, which is a covered patio area. One of the features that people love about the Cashmere plan is that it has 2 very ample walk-in closets, one slightly larger than the other. And so for couples, they have to fight over who gets the bigger of the 2, but we'll show both of them here.
Hey, Charlie.
Yeah.
Quick question. Eric would like to know if that is standard carpet in this room.
Great question, Eric. And I believe that they did a mid-price point upgrade. Adair Homes offers as a standard Shaw carpeting. It is a nylon carpet, Scotchgard stain resistancy, 10-year wear warranty. That's standard. So it is actually a very good quality carpet. However, in order to get the price point that we do, we offer it in 2 colors, which allows us to buy it in larger volume and get a better discount. So it's a great our standard carpet is a great carpet. However, we have dozens and dozens of other options. And this, I would say, is a mid-priced upgrade. So slight upgrade to this particular home.
Good.
Okay, now going for the feature that some folks like the best for this plan, and that is the supersized pantry. 4-shelf pantry, and it just has lots and lots of storage space. We are coming back through what for this plan would have been the bonus room. However, it has been converted into another bedroom with a full walk-in closet. And remember, they added a doorway to a slightly reconfigured bathroom, which does give kind of that Jack and Jill access to the bathroom. So this particular bathroom, again, slightly reconfigured from the standard layout of the home. They did add tile floors, granite countertops, undermount sinks, a tile backsplash. This really is our standard tub shower combo, except they elected to go, instead of the entire fiberglass unit of the tub and shower, they did the standard base tub and added the tile walls to this shower, which is a nice touch and really is not an exceptionally expensive option. Coming back down through the hallway to the utility room area and the 3-car garage with the expanded shop area. The Cashmere plan, one thing to point out, has again a very ample utility room slash mudroom right off the garage. These folks added what we call our enhanced utility room cabinet package, which would give you all of those cabinets, the countertop, the utility sink, and then in addition to that, they have what's called the bench and cubbies. And so they added a bank or 2 of those, I can't quite remember, and then some upper cabinets above the washer dryer area. By the way, Adair Homes has just upgraded our options for a water heater. This is actually a heat pump water heater, which is exceptionally efficient and again is now standard in the base price of the home.
Hey, Charlie, couple of questions here. Do you have the depth of the garage? I know you mentioned at the beginning that they had added a third bay there, but someone's wondering if you have the depth there.
Great question. I'm gonna physically look at the plan here. So the shop area, remember they converted one of the bedrooms to a shop area. That is 11.5 by 16. The actual garage itself is 22 by 24. And then the added third bay is 22 by 12. So we could add all that up, but it's those three combinations that are all included in the garage area.
And then Katie had a question. It looks like there is attic space over the garage. Is that something that they had to pay extra for?
You know, I have to, it's been a while since I've seen the actual architectural plans. You will always have access to attic space above the garage, but it's important to note that we use what is referred to as a scissor truss, which is different than a storage truss. So if you wanted to have a large room above the garage, and let's say a set of pull down stairs, many people have done that. Adair homes can certainly accommodate that. That's not a standard. I can't remember if these folks did that or not. Certainly something that you can do and would provide a lot of storage area for sure. Anything else, Joe? We good?
We're good. Let's go.
Okay. All right. And just by the way, we did mention at the top of the presentation that these folks, and you'll get to see the exterior version of as well, but elected to add an RV garage. I believe it's about 18 feet tall. Let me get the actual dimensions. Yeah. So it is 16 feet wide, 30 feet deep, and about 18 feet tall. They added a few skylights in there as well, but services their RV really nicely.
It's nice.
So this would simply be the back of the home, and I would want to point out that we now get to see the covered patio area. They have since beautifully landscaped this property, and that doesn't show now, but you do get a sense of what the patio cover looks like. All right, everybody. That is our presentation for today. We may have more questions to go through. If not, feel free to post some more. Joe, how are we doing on questions? Do we have a few more?
Yeah, Greg was really liking the color of the inside of the home. Do you have that listed color? Which color it is?
You know, I don't. I don't on hand. I believe that the homeowner did their own painting. This was prior to the addition of Adair Homes adding interior and exterior painting as a standard to the base price of our home. But I would be happy to find that out for you. If you'll send me or Joe an email, we'll be happy to get that information and send that over to you. And by the way, I'm just going to replay this as we kind of go through any other Q&A, and we'll just keep going with this. But yeah, fire away with any other questions.
So Charlie, does Adair do the concrete in front of the garage and under the porch covers?
Again, great question. When you elect to choose our Advanced Site Services program, Adair Homes does manage all of that for you. Currently, we still offer the opportunity for owner participation, which would simply imply that anything outside of the foundation of the home would be an owner responsibility. So that would include your site preparation. That means the dig out or excavation of the property, addressing your utilities, any landscaping, fencing, exterior concrete, driveways, gravel, asphalt, anything outside the home would be part of your site development, or what we simply refer to as your owner to-do budget. And however, in this instance, the folks who built this home went with our Advanced Site Services program, and Adair Homes did manage all of the exterior, again, what we call flat work, exterior concrete for this home.
Great. And then Randy would like to know, can the owner assume some of the construction like interior trim, cabinets, and such?
Yeah, great question, Randy. And we get that question a lot because for over 5 decades, Adair Homes has been known for a partnership approach in our build. That's one of the reasons people come to Adair Homes, for the opportunity for savings, for that sweat equity, for that involvement. And we do everything in our power to create pathways for you to be involved. However, in order for us to provide the warranty on the home that we do, by the way, Adair Homes provides a 10-year warranty on your house. And that is transferable. So should you actually sell the home within a 10-year time frame, if you did, it could actually be sold with a warranty, which is a great selling feature. However, in order to provide that type of warranty, in order to maintain build schedules on a consistent basis, Adair Homes really does need to manage every aspect of the build of your house, from the foundation up and the walls in. So in short, we do not allow owner participation on the inside of the home. However, many homeowners have elected to go with some of the basic or more standard finishes and do more upgrades down the line. So for example, they may go with standard vinyl floors in the master bath and do tile later on themselves. They might go with a standard backsplash in the kitchen and do their own full height backsplashes later on. So those are just a few examples, but during the course of construction, we do not allow owner participation on the house itself.
Thanks, Charlie. And then Katrina would like to know, how much more does it cost for site prep done by you?
Great question. The Advanced Site Services, just to give you a brief, very high-level look at what all is involved in that, is again going to be things like your excavation, your temp power services, your trenching for utilities, exterior flat work concrete, debris removal. It's going to include midpoint and final cleaning of the home. Those are all managed by Adair Homes. But when it comes to, and that has a set price, and that price is for each home. So as you might imagine, a smaller home is going to have a lower price point for the Advanced Site Services, more so than a larger home. This particular home is 3,120 square feet. And if I remember correctly, the total for the Advanced Site Services is approximately $42,000. So good question.
Thank you. And then another question, does Adair sell property, or can Adair help us find property?
Great question. Adair Homes wants to do everything in our power to assist our homeowners in finding land. We've had the privilege of being in business since 1969, and we have always been an on-your-lot builder, which means we have never owned property. We have specifically and very intentionally elected not to become a developer and own property, build rows and rows of cookie cutter homes. We want to build one custom quality home at a time, but it is our homeowner's responsibility to find land. And currently, as you probably know, that can be one of the biggest hurdles that people face today is finding a piece of property to build on. We do work with folks all the time who are eager, who are motivated, chose a floor plan, well qualified for financing, and they're just finding it very difficult to find a piece of property. As a home ownership counselor, one of our primary jobs is to do everything in our power to assist you to be successful in doing that. We're going to give you some advice, some tips. Even more than that, we're going to do our best to connect you with a skilled realtor that can help you in that search if you don't have one already. But Adair Homes does not own property. We never have. We've built approximately 20,000 homes in 53 years. We've never owned land, but our goal is to help you any way that we can in finding property. Okay, any other thoughts or questions?
So far, no more questions. Let's give it another minute or so and see if anybody can think of some more. You just hit that Q&A question at the bottom and we'd be happy to answer them.
We're just going to let the video roll. It's just got another minute or so, but yeah, absolutely. Like Joe said, if no question too big or small, happy to help answer anything that we can.
Okay, we got another question, Charlie. So what's the usual time from start to finish on this size of a home?
Great question. The build time can vary depending on location. Again, please remember we're in Oregon, Washington, Idaho, and Arizona. And depending on your build time, it can vary slightly depending on location. The size of the home can also impact the build timeline, but even more than that, I would say, is how many customizations have you made? How many modifications have you made that might add some complexity and potentially slow things down a little bit? This particular build, the modifications were not extreme. And I would say that from foundation to completion, currently in our particular office, which is the North Willamette Valley office, we hover around approximately 170 days from foundation to completion. However, we also like to point out that our build time can be different than what we would refer to as the project time. So in other words, how long does it take from initial connecting with a homeownership counselor at Adair Homes until you move in? And that can be impacted by your local jurisdiction and how long they take to process building permits, which are out of our hands and unfortunately out of your hands as well. But we would guide you and advise you and make you well aware of that entire project timeline well before you electing to move forward. But I would say that in general, your average build time is between 160 and 170 days once the foundation is poured. So excellent question. Any others? All right, well, we'll give it another 30 seconds here or so. Thank you so much for, again, taking the time to meet with us today. Hopefully you've received not only some information just about the Cashmere floor plan, but hopefully you've walked away with some info about who we are as a company and, again, how we might be able to best serve you. We would love to have the opportunity to sit down and talk with you. Everyone's build is unique. Everyone's goals, budget, timeline is all unique to them. And so we really want to do our level best to help you achieve your goal. And so to do that, that starts with a conversation. We can go through our design center, go through our model home, add to the information and address the individual questions that you might have. So we look forward to doing that. Please feel free to reach out to us at any time. So with that, we're going to wrap up our virtual meeting. Thanks again. We look forward to connecting with all of you soon, and we appreciate you joining us today. Thank you.